Hey guys, Nia here. I'm an occupational therapy assistant and I have a blog, Ask Me OT. And today's video is going to be on a tutorial on how we made these beautiful planters. And before I start, I would like to introduce my guests. And who are these lovely ladies with me today?
I'm Naya and I'm Jade.
And they are going to be my helpers, and we are going to show you how we made the plant and how to plant the plant. If you want how to tie in this activity within your therapy or maybe every day, go check out my blog again, Ask Me OT, for more information on that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get started with we're going to get started with the things that we are going to use. So girls, go ahead.
You would need a plastic rubber band, an X-Acto knife, a soda bottle, stuff to decorate with, soil, and plants.
So here's our soil that we're going to use, and we got our plants already pre-cut in a basket. So what we're going to do when we first start, you want the rubber band to be big enough to fit around the bottle. So now you take the wrapper off, peel it off, go ahead, and then you hold the bottle for me. So you want to get the rubber band and you want to put it here on the bottom. So you want to get the rubber band even, nice and even, so that it's a straight line around. And make sure your rubber band's nice and flat. This is really important because you don't want your planter to be crooked, but you can always go afterwards and trim off any extra bottle if needed. So now I have it pretty straight. You can see here we're going to get our
Sharpie.
and we're going to draw, hold the bottle, we're going to draw a line using the rubber band as the guide. Keep going. It doesn't have to be perfect. So you don't have to use black.
You can use any color.
You can use any color.
Like pink, red, orange, green. We have different colors, and you can see that we spray painted like Halloween things. So we're gonna have a fall fair.
So we got some Halloween ones too to give you an idea.
And we made little cat ones.
Okay. So after we do the line, and I prefer permanent marker because
if you get like Expo markers and stuff, it's like gonna erase when you try cutting it.
So this is how it looks like. You see there's a line around. So then we remove the rubber band.
Gently. Can I cut it off?
No, so I would recommend, if you're doing it with children, that you anything sharp, have the adults do it. If you're going to do this for therapy, or you don't want to do the bottle with the child because you don't feel safe, you can always pre-do it and then just do the planting activity afterwards. So what I'm going to do, afterwards I have my outline, I'm going to draw the ears. So I'm going to draw 2 triangles on the top of the bottle for the ears.
And there's some examples, like you can use other things like a soda can. And for the jack-o'-lantern, you don't need ears or nothing. You just need to trace it. You can cut it out if you want.
And what else we got?
We have little kitties. I made this one. I made this one.
And
we also can make it very small out of the small soda bottles.
Good point there. I forgot. We also use the small. This is a smaller, like 16-ounce Sprite soda bottle. We used cartons for juice cartons. You can do milk cartons. For the soda cans, I turn the edges so that the children won't cut themselves.
And you can also use like jugs. This was for a school project for my sister. She made a plant package, and I also made one, but I did not take it home yet. The flowers for mine is called the Impatience. And her flower, she doesn't know which flower hers are.
She's giving you a tutorial of her plant. Go ahead and show it to the camera. Go ahead.
She decorated that
Make sure it's in the camera. Okay. So
you
now,
can also use a
hold
disc.
on. Not yet. Not yet. We're getting ahead of ourselves. So, here we drew the ears on the front. Some bottles are more round. That's why I created the pumpkins, so they look more like pumpkins. The more straight edged bottles, they look more like cats. And also when I drew the ears, I tried to have the two little legs in the front, so it's kind of aligned with the body. So now, what you do, you can use a box cutter, an X-Acto knife, a blade. You can use scissors, but it's a lot easier to use the blade first and then cut it. So we got our wrapper removed and we're taking out our cap. So what I like to do is I just like to slit a little hole along the line to give myself room to cut. So there's just a little slit, and then we take the scissors.
And we're going to start cutting. Can I cut it?
I'm going to cut it because all sharp objects will be used by adults only. Don't want to lose a finger. So I'm cutting around the edges first. It's easier for me to do it that way. I like to cut around the edges, and then I'll do the ears.
You don't want to cut straight, or you will cut the ears off.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you use like a washable marker or a Corolla marker, like paint markers, you can also like color it with a paint marker, and you can like design it like I did. And you can also spray paint the bottom if it's clear to give it that nice black cat or white cat effect.
So you don't have to use traditional cat colors, and you can make other animals too.
Like pigs.
I'm a crazy cat lady, so I did cats.
And you can see that from the tattoo on her shoulder.
So here's what it looks like afterwards. So you just see the outline. So the only thing that was the problem for me when I was painting it white was you could see the black lines. So I had to put a little coat of paint on the back of the ears in order to do it. So after you paint it, it will look something like, go ahead girls, show the camera.
These two. But you don't have to only use like the bottom of it. You can use the top of it, and you can like do swirlies on it. And I did swirlies to make it like a flower. And then we used the disc on the bottom to hold it up like a cup.
So how we did this, and this is all recycled materials, and we didn't want to waste any plastic. So the tops of it, we just cut it off like she said, and we just made a little design on the top and painted it. How we did the bottom is an old CD. Just glue it on the bottom, use waterproof glue, something nice and durable. And then you got a little vase. You can put flowers in it, you can plant, and it's a cute little project to do. So now after we paint, these already been painted and dried, we spray painted them. You would want to draw a cute little face on them, so go ahead girls, go ahead and design.
I'm going to draw a decorative cat or something, but it's white already.
So
now can I use the orange?
So they're going to decorate that in the meantime. I'm just going to show you one that I did.
The orange one?
So here's the cat I did. I wanted to do a little Halloween cat.
I'm going to do a Halloween cat. Machine
So now, while you're decorating, you can help me plant, okay? So one is decorating and one is going to help me plant in the meantime. So what you need to do is take your soil after it's decorated and dried and the paint dried and everything. And by the way, the markers we used were metallic markers and paint pen markers. You can use nail polish or acrylic paint, and also you don't have to use spray paint. You can do acrylic paint as well. Oh, here's another example of one of the tops that we use.
I want to color this one.
No, we're not coloring this one. So what we're going to do after it's finished and we decorated it, we're going to put dirt inside, which we have here. Go ahead and put the dirt.
I like mixing the dirt.
Okay, put it over the thing so you don't make a mess.
Let's mix the dirt.
And I really like this, especially when you're doing activities with kids and you want to do something that has multi-steps and following directions, this is definitely something great to do. And it also encourages them to probably eat healthier because they'll respect whatever's in their garden. So if you want to plant something in there, they'll eat what's in their garden. So now we have the soil about halfway full. We're going to take some Coleus cuttings. Coleus, you can just trim them and they will root on their own.
Or you can also use root ones.
And we have some plants that already were rooted, but we planted them already. They're over here. We got mint, basil, tomato, stuff like that.
Cilantro.
But these plants are great that you can just cut them and you can put it inside. So go ahead. Here, I'm going to move this. Put it right here so that they could see in the camera. So, you just put it in the middle.
It's a little bit sloppy, but I'm going to water it a little bit.
Hold on, we gotta then put soil. So you put a little bit, and then I like to top it off with some soil so it's nice and sturdy. And it's a little wilted because it's hot outside, but we're managing here. So now the dirt's on the top. We're going to pack it just a little bit. And then we're going to water our plants. Go ahead. Just a little bit of water. And that's good. Alright. So, again, this is the tutorial on how to make the potted plant cats with a soda bottle. And how to plant the plants inside of them. We used a Coca-Cola bottle, but we can use any type of soda bottle you like. You can use, again, the small ones. You can, go ahead, you can use the tops and make a little vase. You can use juice cartons, milk cartons, soda cans, things like that. Again, we use metallic markers to decorate it, and we cut it out with a scissor and X-Acto knife. We traced it with a rubber band and a marker, and then after that, we spray painted them. I like paints that are a little thicker because some of the cheaper paints, you have to put multiple layers of paint in order to cover it. And then for the jack-o'-lanterns, we just decorated the faces with permanent markers. And for the cats, we used the metallic paints. So if you have any questions, comments, what do you think about the video, please like, subscribe, share. Again, follow me on Instagram at AskMeOT so you can see some therapy ideas to incorporate this or how to incorporate this at home with your children. So hope you enjoyed. Bye. Say bye, girls.
Bye.